I have been wanting to watch. I saw they put up the new promo picture for Geralt with the Hemsworth boy, and I was just like, no, baby girl, no. He looks like Timu Geralt. I can't believe that they had the perfect casting. And I loved season 1 so much. I rewatched season 1 multiple times. Season 2 was like, okay-ish. But season 1 was so good. Oh my god. It was so trippy. I was so confused. I had no idea what was going on. And now you have Timu Geralt. I don't even think I saw season 3. Not sure. Wait, you don't hear it? Do you hear it? You don't hear it? I know, I'm sorry. It's just when I listen things on speaker, it resets everything for me.
Hey, remember The Witcher, everyone? Remember how we were all super excited to get this awesome big budget TV adaptation?
It was so good. I known nothing of The Witcher, and this was my first interaction, and it was so good.
My Milky Way mistress, whenever you ask if you're too much, I remember the most to tier list stand. Yes.
Hey!
BTW, the poster arrived. Love how you implemented my request. Bob ask your hearts.
Of one of the most beloved dark fantasy series of all time. Remember how cool it was?
He was so cool in it. I liked it how it didn't look like cringe that he looked like this. Like the wig was so good. I liked the movement. I wish there would have been more fights. There was like a lot of yap and not enough witchering. But when there was a little witchering, it was really good.
That Henry Cavill was playing Geralt of Rivia because he was a massive fantasy nerd and a huge fan of the Witcher books. Remember tuning in for that.
Okay, I know that people didn't like this actress, but I think she was hot, and I think you are simply wrong. I think I liked Yennefer's actress. I didn't like the redhead one. There was a redhead who wasn't actually redhead, and I was pissy for that. I was like, I can't believe that my hot redhead, Triss, she was just like, she had like brown hair and then like whatever, and I'm like, just goddammit, just dye her hair. Also, she seemed like, I think Triss and Yennefer is supposed to be like a love interest for Geralt, but Triss's actress seemed so old compared to Yennefer that I couldn't even see like any tension or whatnot. I was like, yeah, you're like, I don't know how old, and Yen is just like super giga hot. Geralt was hagmaxing. I mean, she wasn't that old. It wasn't really a competition, I suppose, because she wasn't. Yennefer was too beautiful. Okay, I don't want to dab on the other actress. I'm sure she is very attractive and whatnot, but Yennefer was just like really, really fucking hot.
First season, and slowly realizing the narrative was a confused jumble of absolute nonsense that jumped backwards and forwards all over the place with zero explanation, punctuated by the occasional mildly entertaining monster of the week adventure, and half the major.
She was hot. I'm sorry. But I really fucking... Dude, there was that one scene when she had like that mask and like she had that red lip. Oh my god, when she was like half naked and like tits out and like, oh, just like, come into me! Get me back my ovaries, or whatever the fuck she wanted to do with the genie, or there was something. There was like a part where she was possessed and she was like very naked. I remember the very naked part. I don't remember why she was naked. She was like missing her ovaries or something.
Characters were race swapped because Netflix, and Yasuke was now an insufferable prick that.
Okay, I liked Yasuke. I think the casting for this guy was really fucking good. He was delightfully annoying. I actually really liked him. Yeah, he was just the right amount of you annoying piece of shit, and it's like, oh, okay, I kind of like him, but I still kind of want to punch him too.
Prick that made you want to gouge out your own eyeballs in sheer frustration, and you could never tell where you were in the world because every single village and town contained the same baffling
Nice tits. I wish I could be this close to someone as this girl's tits are. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be Triss, right? So look at Yen. She's like hot and whatever, and Triss is just like, she already looks like she had been widowed because the husband went out and he got the plague, and she has like two kids, and now she has to remarry for food or something. You know? No redhead, no tension, no energy, no nothing. She is kinda hot, but it's like an unfair comparison, man. I think they really styled her wrong. Like, Yen was this seductive succubus, and she was like, hi, I took a shower. It's not really the same.
Melting pot of ethnic diversity as a modern-day American city, and for some reason Geralt was relegated to a background character in his own show, and basically the whole thing was a retarded feminist power fantasy written by frustrated middle-aged liberal white.
I think the season 1 was really good. I don't think... he might talk about like the season 2. I think season 1 was fine. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't even have a beef with the casting. I don't care what your skin color is, but if you're supposed to play a beautiful woman, please cast a beautiful woman. Like, there are so many beautiful women in like 50 shades of colors. Just, you know, I don't really care. You can do anything. It can be purple for all I care. Season 1 was bad too. I liked season 1. I might be biased, but I actually liked it.
Women? Yeah, that. Well, good news.
I even like the queen. You know, like, who was like supposed to be like the badass coming back from the war, and it's just like, her there, I have like the soft daughter who fell in love with a hedgehog guy, whatever. Like, I think it was pretty cool. It wasn't too on the nose. Oh my god, I just realized that this is the Hemsworth boy. Oh, it's... poor guy. The worst thing... You know what the worst thing is? It doesn't look that bad. Like, it's not bad. It's just like, Henry Cavill was so good that now you are just... poor guy.
Because The Witcher is back for season 4. Well, I say The Witcher...
I am not going to watch it. Okay, do you want a hot take? I don't like series actress. Series actress after season 1 looked like someone who had way too much Botox and fillers done, and it was killing the immersion for me. She looked too much like a modern beauty, quote unquote. She had like such a harsh makeup and everything. Like, I don't know, man.
Witcher, I really...
I'm trying to get like... She has such chiseled... I can't show you still. Oh, wait. Witcher Netflix series actress. Freya Ellen. So like when she was like, I think she was like season 1, it was like kinda alright. But I don't know, man. Look at those cheeks. She's just... It's like she aged very rapidly between things. Like, I could imagine something like this, like a softer beauty or something, but she was just so top model-y. I can't quite tell you, you know? She didn't age, she surgery. She just became so very snatched. It was like suddenly girl slay. I don't know. Like, she looks good, but like, maybe just not for this role? I don't know, man. Something happened. I don't know what happened. It might be just a makeup style. Buccal fat removal? Oh, maybe.
You mean the Yennefer and Ciri show with a special guest appearance?
Like, if you would tell me that these characters are the same age, I would be like, yeah, I can see it. I believe you. I might even say that Yen's actress looks younger.
Guest appearance by Geralt of Rivia. Yeah, it's lost its lead actor and the vast majority of its audience and probably every shred of fan goodwill it might have once had, but it's...
I don't know, she has like soft features, you know, like she doesn't have like that snatched jawline, so it makes her look younger.
Back all the same. And I have to admit, my first thought when I saw the teaser trailer the other day was, why in the Christ mothering fuck are Netflix still pouring money into this black hole of talent and creativity? Like, who's The Witcher even made for now? Who do they expect to watch this piece of shit? It's not fans of the books or even the games, that's for sure. The show's got about as much in common with the source material as I've got in common with Last Jedi Defenders. It's not fans of the first couple of seasons either, because the handful that actually managed to slog through 3 seasons of this nuclear-grade slag pretty much abandoned ship the moment Henry Cavill bailed out. And don't worry, I'm going to talk more about that shortly.
Listen, I'm not surprised. I think they were like scolding him for butting in too much to the writing because he was like, actually, according to the books, according to the game, according to... And the people were like, I think the person who was like in charge was like a woman and she didn't really care or know about the story. I don't know. And they were just like, yeah, we just kind of want to tell our stories. And he was like, but this is not canon. And then it was just like, oh, okay. He was pointing out their shitty script. Yeah. All writers didn't read. I don't understand how you can get hired for a job without doing the bare minimum. Like, if you're going to adapt something, anything, it should be a homework to play the games and read the books at least once, if not twice. Because honestly, you should probably go through it multiple times just so that you get like a feeling for the world, you know, and everything. And then you get like these retards who are like, they hate games, they hate fantasy, but they are going to direct it anyways. That's called DEI. No, it's called retardation. That's called whoever is in charge of hiring is an absolute dumbass.
Believe that! And it's not for casual fans of fantasy adventure either.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This clothing on him, at first I thought it's like the Louis Vuitton bag. I was like, oh, is that like, you know, like the brown and gold? I'm like, damn, Geralt! He's rocking the Louis Vuitton, huh? Okay.
Either, because this show abandoned any pretense about being fun, fantasy, or adventure when Blood Origin was excreted out.
I have not seen Blood Origin. I heard it's shite. And I was like, okay, I don't care.
Onto our screens.
Dude, Michelle Yeoh is such a good actress. She has to start saying no to shitty projects. I love this actress so much, and she really, really doesn't need these shitty fucking roles. You hated that? Did you watch it? She needed the money? Bro, she must be like a billionaire at this point. I mean, listen, who doesn't like money? But she really doesn't need to take these offers.
Jesus, that series was so fucking bad, I think it gave me legitimate brain damage. Then again, it might have been the pint of hydraulic fluid that I forcefully drank afterwards. Who can say, really?
I started to watch Wheel of Time, and I couldn't handle it for too long. It felt so cheap. I'm sorry.
The point I'm making here is that The Witcher is the deadest of dead horses at this point, and flogging it even harder with each passing year isn't gonna bring it back to life. At best, you might get an expulsion of decomposition gases building up inside the rotten digestive tract, and at worst...
Dude, she was still so hot in this one. Like, they have done... The first season, listen, I am still stubbornly saying I think the first season was really fucking good. I also liked how the timeline wasn't linear. Like, it was like kind of like they started it in like the past, and then it turned out that the present was at the end of the TV show. I watched it and I was confused to back and forth. And then I watched it again and I was like, oh, because there was like suddenly so many characters. She doesn't look hot, Scoosh, just you. Okay, listen, I will sacrifice myself and throw myself at her just so I can save you from her. Okay? I am willing to, because I love you so much, I am willing to save you from this actress. I know that you don't find you. She's repulsive. You deserve better. It's okay, dude.
You'd be better off dumping $100 million into a big pile and lighting the fucking thing on fire. At least that.
Now I needeth tissueth.
Tissueth. She doesn't look. Okay, I agree with you that she doesn't really look like Yen, but my standards are so fucking low when it comes to Hollywood recently that I am just happy if someone looks good. Because there's so many times when, like, whenever I look at the cast and I see them and then they are just like, it's not that they are ugly, right? They are just always styled in a certain way. And then I already know what the tone of the thing is going to be. And I'm like, okay, I'm not watching this. Nope.
That way it would look cool for a while. And the thing that's so ball-achingly frustrating about all of this is that it never should have.
I mean, she kind of did look like Yen here. I think like the hair and the outfit was kind of matching. No? I think this is very Yennefer-y. Yeah? Eh?
All of this is that it never should have happened this way in the first place. There's actually a world where The Witcher went on to become the next Game of Thrones, a mature, violent and complex dark fantasy show with an excellent cast that perfectly captured the adventure and the danger of the books, harnessed the popular zeitgeist and was universally beloved by everyone. But that world never came to be, because let's be honest, we live in the shittest timeline imaginable, and everything that should be great ends up sacrificed on the altar of Hollywood hubris and the message. Honestly, if reincarnation turns.
Holy shit, series actress is tall as fuck. What the fuck? Look at that. That girl is. Holy shit, you're a big girl. You ate your vegetables. Damn.
Out to be real, knowing my fucking luck, I'll come back as myself just so that I have to experience this crap all over again.
No! Oh, please, God, no!
And looking back with the benefit of hindsight,
I liked her. She was bitchy and I liked her. She was a strong bitchy woman. I can have a boner for a strong bitchy woman. I liked her. I would have. 10 out of 10 would have hagmaxed her.
it's pretty obvious now that this show was always doomed to failure. For a start, there was Andrzej Sapkowski, the author of the Witcher books, and in theory the first line of defense against shitty adaptations. I mean, the guy's a great writer for sure, but also possibly the world's worst fucking businessman, selling the game rights to CD Projekt Red back in '97 for a pitiful amount, and actually turning down a profit-sharing agreement.
This guy is like the gamer version of that one guy who had bitcoins and paid for pizza. And now he doesn't have bitcoins but would be a millionaire or whatever. I felt so bad for him. It's like but poor dude. You have been fucked over and over and over and over. He also doesn't like the games. Well, he's a grumpy Polish man. I don't think he likes what does he like? What does grumpy Polish people like? Probably not much. Yeah.
Agreement. A decision that cost him tens of millions of dollars in lost royalties. What are you, retarded? And by all accounts, his agreement with Netflix was just as retarded, giving him almost no creative control over the show, meaning that it was entirely in the hands of the showrunners themselves.
Now that is a mistake. I wonder if he didn't have like good enough lawyers or something. If I would have been him, and they already take the books and they take a game out of it and he doesn't like the game, and then Netflix comes to you, it's like, hey, we want to make a TV show. I would want to have like veto rights and whatnot. I would be like, okay, but you cannot fuck it up. I have been fucked over once, not again. Now he just doesn't care. Okay, that's fair. To be fair, he's pretty old. He's probably like, okay, give coin. I will buy beautiful Polish hookers out of it or something.
As he admitted himself, he visited the set a couple of times and offered them some ideas, but the Netflix team never listened to them and treated him like a complete nobody. That's his own words right there, not mine. In fact, lack of respect for Sapkowski and his work was a bit of a running theme throughout the show. As former showwriter Beau DeMayo later revealed, the writing team disliked the books and actively mocked the source material for being outdated and problematic. Because of course they did. I mean, just take a look at these fucking people. If this group of,
Yeah. It's, you know, actually that's a good way of saying it. It's soy. I bet you that none of these people drinking milk, they are all on like milk alternatives. There's so much soy and oat milk on this picture. Yeah. I'm soying. Good evening. You see 5 crazy eyes? Okay, wait. So there's 1 crazy eyes. I know that she's crazy. She looks like a vegan to me. She looks like the kind of person who insists that her cat is vegan. She looks like that kind of person. He looks chill. She looks chill too. That's a lot of teeth, man. I have learned enough of that. I don't trust people with that much teeth. He looks like a cocky motherfucker. I don't trust this man. She's alright. I'm not sure about her. She might be crazy. She kind of has like crazy eyes. Yeah, he looks like kind of the person who thinks that he's the smartest man in the room. Yeah.
unique individuals doesn't scream hardcore, gritty, dark fantasy fanatics, then I just don't know what does. You know, one of the problems with hiring a bunch of millennial feminist activists to write your show is that they only really know how to write for a very specific audience. Other millennial feminist activists. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news on this one. In fact, fuck that, I actually love it. But the average fantasy fan doesn't give a shit about your stupid activism and your Southern Californian progressive girl power characters. No.
What? Are you telling me that not everyone is invested in current political debates? Like, you don't automatically Google it up when you buy a product that what, like, the company's policies are aligning with? Are you telling me you just blindlessly consume and you don't even get anxious about it? What? It's insane.
Notice how the entire focus of the show became Yennefer and Ciri, while Geralt just kind of hung around in the background looking sad.
I did not watch that season. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I watched the second one. I'm not sure about the third one.
THX for the emotes. Till next month.
Bye.
Notice how all the male characters had.
I didn't like how they changed Jaskier in the second season. He was just very different. I didn't like that. Yeah, I quit after season 2 too.
The same blandly agreeable, mildly neurotic, and carefully controlled pussification that you get every single time from writers that have never come within a nautical mile of actual masculine behaviour. The other safeguard that should have prevented this disaster was Henry Cavill, who was a huge fan of both the books and the games, knew the lore like the back of his hand, and wasn't shy about letting people.
I can't believe this is like the second time, right? Like, I think the first one was Disney getting back the original team and having Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher and the what's his name, Mark Hamill together, and they fucked up the franchise. And you get literal Superman actor. He just walked off of the DC universe straight into this bitchy little small Netflix show. He was a gamer. He was a Chad. He was a stud. He was like a stallion. He's like, I know this. And they fucked it up.
13 is a lot of month where we hire space catos.
Crazy. Hollywood hates Henry Cavill. Well, I don't care. I hate Hollywood. It's just...
People know it.
So do you correct people?
I don't necessarily... I am effusive.
Yes, he does.
About getting the being loyal to the source material. Let's put it that way.
Of course, that stuff made him problematic and difficult for the showrunners, who got butthurt that the actor knew their own jobs better than they did, and soon began to refer to him as a toxic gamer bro who constantly argued and made life difficult for them.
Oh no, how terrible. That's just awful. How terrible. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Stop it, guys. I can only like him so much. Cavill, to his credit, clearly did his level best to steer the show away from disaster, but one guy can only do so much against that kind of collective retard.
Dude, this haircut is so awful on him. I guarantee you that this is some sort of wig. And on Yaskier, I mean. What is that, brother? Why does he look like he has a long hair, but he's also bald at the same time? What happened? You don't like the fanboy haircut? This isn't fanboy haircut. This is like, I am balding, but I am in denial about it. And no one loves me enough to actually say it to my face. And they say that it looks good, so I'm rolling with it. That's what it is. That's a fuckboy. That is not a fuckboy haircut. You're so wrong. It looks awful.
Against that kind of collective retardation, and by season 3 he was done and bailed on the show, and I don't blame him one bit. Being in The Witcher at this point isn't a privilege, it's a
like, these are like later seasons, and look how cheap the costumes look. Like, you can actually see how bad it's made. It all looks like something that you just order from like Shein or something. It's fake, it's cheap. It's unnatural. It's weird.
Isn't a privilege, it's a fucking humiliation ritual. Honestly, that guy's career is gonna go down as one of the biggest wastes of talent and potential in Hollywood history. He keeps signing on to projects that he's 100% passionate about, that have all the makings of success, only to get screwed over by incompetent directors and showrunners time and again. And I've no doubt that the same thing's gonna happen to his Warhammer 40k show, because let's be real here, could you imagine for one
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Those contact lenses are freaking me the fuck out. She looks like a fucking lizard person. Like Mark Zuckerberg is calling you because you're culturally inappropriating him. Like, holy fucking shit. What is that? There are so many beautiful contact lenses that you can use if you want to change someone's eye color. I have no idea. She's not even looking into the same direction. Like, what is going over here? The other is over there. What the fuck? It's so spooky.
1 second, that world being realized by writers that are softer than my first shite.
No.
And so, what do we have left, dear viewer? Another season of a show that nobody's fucking interested in? A new leading actor who's just a cheaper replacement for...
I feel so bad because, like... So, like, you know that this guy is like the little brother of Chris Hemsworth, who was like Thor, right? And everyone... The worst thing is, he kind of looks like Chris Hemsworth, except he looks like a cheaper copy of the original. Like, he's similar enough that you can tell that they are related, but he's not as handsome to be the original. And it's just like, yeah, he's like budget Thor. And it's so... I feel bad for him, man. I don't even think he's a bad actor, you know? He's just like very unfortunate whenever he picks up movies. Every time I see him, wasn't he the one who played in the Independence Day movie, but like in the second one that was like really bad?
I don't understand why Henry Cavill is not allowed to both be an actor and director of a show then. Like, I feel like he would be a better director.
They should have, because it's Netflix, you know? Dude, there's so many bad shows on Netflix. I have given up on that platform such a long time ago.
For someone way better? I mean, I like Liam Hemsworth and all that, and he seems like a good lad, but let's be honest.
Bro, if I would be Liam Hemsworth even, I would be depressed. Like, this man, if you would ask me what I know about him, I know about him, but it's none of them about him. I know that he was married to Miley Cyrus, but that's about Miley. And I know that he has a famous brother, but I know nothing about this man. And I'm just like, was he? Yeah, he was married to her. And then I think he cheated on her or something. No, he wasn't cocked by Miley. No, he cocked Miley. Yeah, I think it was him.
here, he's the guy you hire when you can't afford his big brother. The Witcher at this point feels like some weird holdover from the late 2010s, when race swapping and girl bosses and feminist reimaginings of classic.
I think race swapping gets a bad name. I will give you a very good example. In The Avengers, Nick Fury. They race swap Nick Fury, and I cannot see any other actor more perfect than our boy. No, Nick Fury. He is perfect. He is the only Nick Fury I will ever acknowledge. He's just, and you know why? Because Samuel L. Jackson is a fantastic fucking actor. The problem isn't race swapping, is that you get these retarded actors who don't fucking know how to act, and they pull the quality time. You know, you just like get them because that person is good for that because they are like not white person or something, and it's just like no, because that person is not talented. Just hire talented people. I don't fucking care. Actors need to act. I know, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. Dude, I was watching the other day the Memoirs of a Geisha, and I remembered how people were angry that Chinese actresses were playing Japanese actors. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I can kind of see it. And then I paused. I was like, wait a second. But they are actors. It doesn't matter if they are Chinese or from Malaysia or Thailand or whatever. They made me believe they were Japanese. Doesn't that mean that they have done their job perfectly? And I was just like, I almost got affected by the retardation. Almost, so close. And then I realized in the split second that it doesn't matter because they were really good at acting. And if I believed it, it doesn't fucking matter where they are from. Well, now you make sense. I know. I'm sorry. But if they cast Meryl Streep as a Japanese geisha, if Meryl Streep can make me believe that she's Japanese, kudos to her. I don't fucking care. Literally, I don't care. If I can fall for it, as long as my immersion is not broken, sure. Listen, you can put even Samuel L. Jackson as a geisha. If he can actually pull it off, what do I care? I don't know if he can pull it off, but I am willing to give it a chance.
Franchises were all the rage, instead of shitty relics from a retarded timeline that the rest of us would rather forget. It's a show that somehow managed to cling on to existence like that skid mark you left in your toilet bowl that just won't shift no matter how many times you piss directly on it, and you know you're gonna have to get the bleach and scrubbing brush to finally put in.
How about Ariel on The Little Mermaid? Okay, you know why The Little Mermaid sucked? I will tell you. I will be straight up honest with you. Whoever did the color grading on that movie needs to get fired and have their hands broken immediately. Ariel, the Little Mermaid, wasn't in the sea. It looked like she was swimming in the Florida swamp. It was disgusting. The water was dull. There were no colors. Everything was just like fucking Silent Hill but underwater. It was disgusting. Yeah, in real life, the one that came out like a few years ago. Holy shit, it looked so fucking ugly. The realism, my ass. I don't want realism. It's about the Little Mermaid who grows legs because she falls in love with a dude, okay? Like, I don't want realism in my Little Mermaid thingy. Give me back the colors.
An end to the bastards. The Witcher should have died 3 or 4 years ago, and keeping it alive as this horrifying zombie franchise isn't just cruel to the source material, it's even more cruel to anyone dumb enough to watch the thing. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
No, why was he so angry? That was so angry at the end. Oh my god. Look at me. Holy shit. But yeah, I don't know, man. There's just like so many people fucking up everything in Hollywood. They should just hire me. I will be the bullshit detector, right? I will be like, okay, does this pass my bullshit detector? Yes, no. If yes, continue. If no, then fired. Easy. easy. Aren't we all just angry at this point? I'm not angry. I have learned that it's very easy. If I don't like it, I don't watch it. And then I realize that other people realize this too. And that means that all of these things are flopping.